Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 3rd. We're going to jump right in here. You have this conflict card. It says you might find yourself having a personality clash. You have this retail card. It says start a retail business selling products or services. If you have an idea in mind, you have the green light to go for it. Big green light for you this week. I definitely felt that. I would be careful of a past person, especially if you're doing well. I kind of get the feeling with that conflict card that there could be a person who's just trying to create a conflict. I get this feeling of if someone sends you a friend request or, look at this is amazing. If someone sends you a friend request or something like that, I would just totally ignore it here because I think that there could be a person who's just trying to mess things up for you or a person who's just trying to, knock you off your square. So I would, obviously I would protect yourself from that energy with this reading. It looks amazing, this reading. You have this happy card, which is like one of my favorite cards in this deck. You also have this poise card, which is my other favorite card in that deck because it's a card that says you are poised and ready for big success. You also have my two favorite cards in this deck. You have the Chameleon and the Nightingale. That Nightingale card kind of says that you are much more capable of accomplishing something bigger than yourself than you realize, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But you have the World, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. I feel like you're finally setting yourself free here, Capricorn, expressing yourself. This first position, I didn't say it. We're doing past, present, future this week, and so the World can represent you, number one. It is your card here, Capricorn, so you are showing up in a very strong position, especially when you show up as yourself. But I also feel like you are accomplishing a lot at this time, or you could be being recognized for your accomplishments with the World card, and obviously that would be a good thing. You have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles can be holding on too tightly to the past, but you also have the Eight of Swords. So you have these two cards together. I kind of feel like either a person is holding on too tightly to you, or it could just be the grips of the situation, right? Maybe the energy in general is holding on too tightly. Even if you've moved past a person, maybe you still feel them, or maybe you still feel the energy, or whatever the case may be. And again, I think that this reading is definitely saying that you should be protecting yourself from this, whoever this person is, especially if you're dealing with a person. I don't feel it for all of you, but if you are dealing with that, it's something that I would definitely think about with the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles really says it's time for you to leave the past in the past, or time for you to let something go. The Eight of Swords is about self-imposed restriction. I get this feeling that, especially because of how good the rest of the reading is, I feel like you are no longer holding yourself back. I've said to you several times before, I think I even titled one of your last readings, Unleash the Beast, Capricorn. I think a lot of you are becoming, unleashed in the best way. It's like Capricorn gone wild, right? And I think that, this gone wild energy is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. You are expressing yourself in the world. I think you're, taking what is yours. You're making things happen. And just in general, I feel like you're kind of feeling a lot better. We've talked about this, Pluto leaving your sign, I think, is probably one of the bigger reasons why you are feeling better. Or maybe you're just feeling like you can actually get the things that you want in life. And yeah, really, really good. Your readings have been awesome. We're using the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, by the way. With the World, you have this Extremism card. This Extremism card, there's this guy, he's trying to force something into this lady's face. So again, I feel that there could be a person who is maybe extreme, or maybe they only understand extremes. And, I think how you will know who this person is that maybe if it's a person you dated, this could be a friend or something as well. Maybe they have really high highs and really low lows. And, again, I always think it's a good idea to protect yourself from people like that, that can just have no emotional control, basically. Maybe this person, it's kind of sad. Usually people like this have trauma or something because they have no self-soothing, right? So, it could be a person that has trauma from childhood, but again, I think this person could be coming in with extreme energy. And the other thing, I don't want to scare anyone, but it's the other thing I'm getting here is that this person might be coming in with the intentions of pissing you off, trying to knock you off your square. That was what I said at the beginning of the reading. So it's a person who's trying to get you out of character, And I don't want to go on and on about this, but I just get this feeling of a person where it's they've made up their mind about you, and I think they have this vision of you, and they maybe the way that your relationship ended didn't prove that. Maybe they thought you were going to explode or have some sort of outburst or whatever, and I think you just moved on. And so I feel this person just can't believe that the vision they had is not a reality. So it's like they need to create that reality, right? And that's the feeling I get here. This could also be a person in your life. So, it doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a person who maybe did you dirty, and I think you just chose to take the higher road. And again, I would be careful of that. With the Four of Pentacles, because there's something new and better coming in for you. Every single reading I do for you, there's something much better coming in for you. Right next to this, you have the Ten of Cups. You also have that happy, happy card. And, I feel there could be a person coming in for you who's going to make you very happy. We see that right here. I feel like it's going to move very quickly as well. Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands. These are both cards of things moving and progressing very quickly. What I wanted to say about this isolation card as well is that, this could be a person who's pulling you out of isolation. So if you've been isolated, if you've been single for a while or something, this could be a person that's pulling you out. I don't know if I said this, by the way, but this is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. You have this adaptability card with the Eight of Swords. Perfect card to get with the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is, only seeing one way to do things. The adaptability card, and the Eight of Swords really does say there are many ways to do anything that you want to do in your life. And this adaptability card just says adapt to the situation. If you feel stuck, set yourself free. But I do feel you're setting yourself free. Next, in the area of the present, so right now, you have this happy, happy card and this poise card. Love it. And, I think you're about to be very happy. I also feel that you are poised and ready for success. That poise card, that lady or whatever she is like being lifted up on a pedestal. So I feel that you are, taking your place in the world. I feel like you are, it's like you are kind of standing out more. I think people are seeing you more. I think you're doing more of the things that you want to do in your life as well. So I think you're just really focused on your own happiness and, channeling happiness as well. You have the Temperance card, Ten of Cups, and the Fool. The Ten of Cups is about choosing happiness. These people, they're standing in the real world, but they're focused on those 10 cups that are above them. And the card itself represents the fact that they are choosing happiness. They are choosing to do things that make them more happy. And so I feel for a lot of you, choosing love, happiness, joy, all those things will improve your life greatly. Not only will it make you feel more happy, but usually when we're coming from that energy, things start to improve. The Ten of Cups also could be love, could be your Ten of Cups coming in for you. I do feel like you're going to be communicating with a person soon. If you're not already, we go to the Eight of Wands here. Could be any sign. Nothing is really standing out to me. I mean, you have all the fixed signs: Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. You have Sagittarius, Air. Could be any sign. General reading. You have the Temperance card. Temperance tells me that you are kind of like turning your situation around. So, Temperance is kind of like it's a card of alchemy. You can turn a negative into a positive, but you can also turn a positive into a negative with the Temperance card. So I would make sure to focus on the positive with this card, of course. But also, again, I think you are just taking control of your life and you're turning your situation around. You have the Fool. The Fool is about taking a leap of faith in a new direction. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be taking some sort of leap of faith in a new direction here. And you could be taking a leap of faith towards a person for some of you. For others, I feel like you're taking, and for a lot of you, I feel like you're taking a big risk on like business or work. And I say that because of this Nightingale spirit at the end. Again, I think you're taking a risk to accomplish something, bigger, better, faster, stronger. You're taking a risk on something like that, something that will bring those energies into your life. With the Temperance card, you have this Generosity card. Yeah, like I said, I think that, I'm pretty sure I said this in one of your past readings as well, that the universe is maybe being more generous to you, or maybe you just feel like the universe is being more generous, more giving. Maybe you feel like, the universe is more on your side or whatever, but I definitely get that energy. And again, it's like you feel like you can create a turnaround with that Temperance card. With the Ten of Cups, you have this negotiation card. I feel like you're meeting a person you don't have to negotiate with. Like, it's almost like you're meeting a person. I mean, I hesitate to say this, but, it's almost like they're perfect, right? Of course, no relationship is perfect. There will always be things to work on. But what I would say is I kind of feel like you're both a good mix of really what each other is looking for. And I think it makes it a lot smoother. Again, no relationship is perfect, but, I think finding a person who's willing to put in the work, finding a person who, where it's kind of like they're pretty close to perfect is always, a good goal. But also, like I said, finding a person who's willing to work on keeping the romance alive is, half the battle. So I think that you could be finding a person like that. But I also think that, again, like I heard like half the battle in my head. So again, maybe this person is like even just half perfect, right? Or maybe they kind of like, don't do most of the things that you don't like. So it's like, they're already halfway there. It's like there's not like much room. And I think this goes for both of you. And so there's like not much work to be done. I hope that makes sense. Probably not. With the Fool, you have the optimism card. We see a ton of optimism, happiness, here, and here with the happy card. So I think you will be very happy, but I really also feel that these cards are encouraging you to focus on the energy of happiness. They're like saying you need to do more of the things that bring joy, love, and happiness into your life. And you also need to like channel that energy. She is, on this card here, she is channeling that energy like through the top of her head. So I feel for a lot of you, this is more, about you kind of doing things that bring these types of feelings and energies into your life. So like I said, I would channel it. Next, in the area of the future, you have this chameleon spirit. It says act as if. You also have this nightingale spirit. It says love is all around. So I would embrace that love energy. And it doesn't have to be a lover. It could just be the energy of love that you are expressing or embracing. The act as if card just says if you act as if you are something or that you have something in your life, then guess what? You do. So the act as if card is all about just acting as if you already are something that you want to be. And when you do that, then you will have whatever it is that you want to be. So I would definitely embrace the habits and energy of what you want. The Nightingale, also, I have another deck, the Tarot of the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle. And in that deck, the Nightingale is like this tiny little bird sitting on this giant-ass egg. And it says, you are much more capable than you realize. So again, I think Capricorn, you could be, Capricorn gone wild. Like I said, it's like you are living to your fullest potential, or you're putting more work into things to live to your fullest potential. You have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is like quick success or a quick conclusion. I really feel there could be communication coming in for you. So again, if you want love, it looks to me like you're communicating with a person. I also feel there's like quick success coming in here with the Eight of Wands. So something is going to be successful more quickly, or something is moving towards success more quickly. Again, this could be a relationship that moves pretty quickly as well. But I feel like it's because it works. Like this isn't moving quickly for the wrong reasons. This is moving quickly for all the right reasons. And I think it's just like the natural order of things. Things are meant to move quickly in this connection. You have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is, again, quick movement. The Knight of Swords says don't rush anything, obviously. So, while something could move quickly, there also is, can be a need to not rush. So I would make sure you're, stopping and smelling the roses. Sometimes I think the Knight of Swords really isn't saying anything other than, make sure to slow down at times or in moments if things are going well for you, and just enjoy it. Soak up the energy, enjoy the things that you've been, accomplishing, or enjoy the good things that are coming in for you. You have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups can represent disappointments, and regrets and sadness. He's crying over the loss of his taste for wine, but if he turns around, he sees these two cups and this bridge and this castle over here. So really, it's a card of gratitude and needing to be grateful for what you want. I do feel like I don't really feel bad about this, so I feel, for some of you, there might have been a situation in the past that didn't work out that you wanted to work out. And, I feel like you're kind of just seeing why something didn't work for you. But also, again, I think the energy is too good for you to focus on that. And I would protect yourself from a past person as well, so you can keep your vibration high here. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Independence card. I feel like you're independent. You're focusing on your independence. I feel like you're finding success on your own. I think it's a great time to socialize and spend time with other people. I think it's a great time to work together with other people as well. I kind of feel like Capricorn's like, again, you do get a lot of readings that say you need to work together with other people, which I think is true. But maybe these readings are saying that Capricorn needs to be in the driver's seat. I think if you're not in the driver's seat, there could be some issues. Here you go. With the Knight of Swords, you have this achievement card. So clearly there are quick achievements coming in for you with this card, or you could be achieving something great with the achievement card. This card is the Sun in Capricorn, by the way. So you are showing up in a very strong position, or you are finding success with that card. With the Five of Cups, you have this influence card. And, this card says that maybe a past connection was influenced. Again, I really get this feeling from like a past person or whatever, Capricorn, that you were dealing with a person who like came up with a story about you and that wasn't even true, and then they had to make it true, right? And that's kind of what I feel here. So again, this person could have been influenced by other people. Maybe you already know this. And now I think this is saying, protect future connections, or make sure to protect your future connections from other people. Your first card, can't make this up, is this Throne card. Says position of authority. I do feel if you are like working together with other people, but you're not the leader, then that's where things might not go as well as you want them to, or maybe you just don't enjoy it, right? Maybe you're in this energy of really being a leader or taking the lead in some area of your life. And, again, if you're in a situation where you're not the leader or you can't call the shots, there could be some issues. You have this vacation card. Yes, I definitely feel you're probably working too hard, so I would take a vacation, take a break, do whatever you can to rest, relax, recover, recharge your batteries, or, whatever you can do. I would do something. You have this rose card. It says romance is in the air. Yes, clearly, I think that there's a person coming in for you. Again, I feel like this is a very generous person. You have that generosity card as well. So they might be like a very giving, kind-hearted, good-natured person is kind of popping into my head here as well. Maybe they just, I think this person, I think they don't have like a mean bone in their body. It's like just a nice person as well. So that's the type of energy I get there. You have this lightning card that says control your anger or you will be sorry. I told you this at the beginning of the reading. Again, someone's coming in to try to knock you off your square. I would just completely ignore it, because again, if you don't, then you're giving them what they want. You have this younger man card that says dealings or relationships with a younger man. You have this ear card that says good news on it. So you could be receiving good news about a younger person. Doesn't have to be a man, but could be receiving good news. I also do feel you're receiving communication. Like if you're hoping to communicate here with a person with the Ten of Cups, Eight of Wands, or if you're, hoping to get into something with a person, I feel like this could be good news. But this looks really good here, Capricorn. I love it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.